Okay, so this is the prototype for the new lay bin that we made. I wanted to, of course, be able to see in all sides. So we went with plexiglass all the way around. Wanted to be able to quick access and to be able to remove eggs, as I've heard that the female will also sometimes eat her own eggs. So this way I could be able to monitor it without disturbing the cage. The other one I had to completely get in the cage, take it out, and disrupt the whole environment to check for the eggs. This way, they're most likely would be laid in one of the corners, so I can see at a glance with a flashlight, and I can tell she gets all dirty, so it's easy to tell when she's been digging. So it's even got a clear bottom, so we can check from the bottom. I didn't have access to a table saw at the time, and I was in a hurry, noticing that she was digging around. So I went ahead and I just bought these like grooves, aluminum grooves, like I don't know what gutter things from Home Depot, a couple bucks. So I could use those as slides for the glass. They can all be removed just like that. Let's see, had I have had a table saw, I could have just cut grooves into the wood, which is how I had originally designed it, and it would have made this simpler and cheaper, but this wasn't much. But anyways, in doing that, these adding these channels all the way around, it gave me some extra width, and all the way around it just made it bigger than I had originally planned. And so this didn't fit real good into the narrow space that I have here. It would fit in there, but I wasn't able to see into the side, into the back. So instead of cutting it down and remaking it a little smaller, it had gecko cage written all over it to me, so it looked like a perfect crested gecko cage. So I think that'll be. I went ahead and converted. I made a little top for it, screen top with hinges. So, and like all sides, even the back, I made a little. See, the back slides up behind here, so I can even pull this one out. Even this one slides up, all the sides slide up, so I can remove eggs and whatnot. Sorry, filming this with one hand is hard. But anyway, so this just wanted to give a little show what the lay bin looks like, how it was put together. So even these sides pull up. This one's a little tight, but the sides, it's all pull up. So I can access it from any angle, and I just I put some little holders on the bottom, like shelf holders on the bottom, so I can, with a couple screws, and drilled a hole that just goes through the back about here for access, and then I have a heat mat taped on the outside here, so I can control the temperature, keep it around 85 inside of there. So anyways, that's a little insight into the lay bin that we made, the new lay bin for Oscar and Lolita. And then this will now be on theirs. I just put a flat piece of wood on there and just screwed it in. It's easily removable, so I can check the lay bin. But for this one, I just put a screen top and I'm gonna put a trio and maybe even add a fourth crested gecko in here, and so I'll do a little filming on that too. So, but it's really nice. I like how the lay bin came together, the small one, and I think this is gonna make a great enclosure for the geckos. I think all in all, I got about about $80 into each one of these. It's all 1x2s. Most of the cost was the plexiglass, and yeah, really the plexiglass was the main cost. I coated everything with linseed oil, so It's natural, but it protects the wood. And that's about it. Yeah, it would have been cheaper without having to add these little channels, but these things were only a couple bucks a piece, so it wasn't a big deal. So anyways, yeah, this is our new lay bin. Hopefully it works. Yeah, I just keep it covered, so from the outside, so there's no light. But there it is in action. It's filled pretty much to the top, and we got a heat mat on a thermostat to the outside. So trying another angle here, try and get these monitor eggs into an incubator. Hopefully, there they are. There's Oscar and Lolita. Got them back together already. They were already paired up again. Saw them locked up yesterday. So I'm gonna give them maybe another week or two together, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put the other part of the divider up and separate these guys. Give her this side with the lay bin, and you can have this side, and give this another shot. So, all right, until next time, people. Appreciate you. Catch you next time. Okay, so we gave our gorgeous couple here a few weeks together. They were locked up a few times, but she seemed really kind of a little bit annoyed with his presence, and I was worried about him getting all the food. He's really been thickening up, and she wasn't. So I went ahead and put up the rest of the barrier that we created. I liked having the wall like that. It just gave him more surface area to climb, and but now I went ahead and split them up. He's not so thrilled about it. He's always working the corners trying to figure out how to get back over. She seems extremely relaxed. She's eating off the tongs, and give her some time to see if she starts nesting or getting gravid. We'll leave her alone. Otherwise, we'll take down that little wall and introduce them again for a short period of time. But I think it's gone real well. I think it was a good idea. The lay bin thing has gone really well. I went ahead and added some foam to the outside, just on top of the heat mat, and just covering that outside, and so it distributes the heat a lot better, and we're getting them more evenly, just 86 degrees more evenly, deeper through. So really happy with this, and so hopefully it's a step in the right direction. Gotta just keep trying, advancing, learning, reading, talking to everyone who will talk to me that knows anything about breeding these things. So here we go. So next year we're gonna get babies. All right, till next time, people. Thanks for watching.